Well, look who's back. He's back. Now, a question for everyone. Do you believe in gravity? Because gravity draws one object to another. Unfortunately, my avatar cannot stop smiling. So based on the background, I think you all know why I opened this and why this is something very important, that it prevented me from achieving heaven. Let's just say I made a very big promise to someone, and the promise was to protect someone that, well, both of us love, obviously. And so here I am trying to do my best to protect what I love and what everybody else love, right? Here I am sitting with my glass, with my wine glass filled with strawberry juice. And as you guys may know, that the internet is not as good when you stream on YouTube. Obviously, Susan had never intended for my return this short, and so they have not prepared any fancy internet for me. And I see a lot of people are, well, concerned of what's going on with the stream, but do not worry. This is normal. This is normal. And it may cut off on like some places and all, which is normal as well. Because that's just how things work nowadays, isn't it? Where are we? Right. What happened yesterday and today has made me think of how far the community has gone in both good and bad. And you are welcome to disagree on what I'm about to say. Because what I'm about to say is something that I have observed and something that I think could be improved if you put aside your ego and work together building a healthy community. Let us begin with what I want to talk about, and that is the MyVT Canvas project, or Canva project. Was it? I was not involved. But they put me in, which is a big honor for me. Despite the fact that I told them not to put me in, they still insist to put me in, which is why they changed the title from just VTuber to VTuber Community. You see, Alia, she is doing something called Malaysian VTuber support, right? You know this. But why did she open it to the community? Two reasons. One, supporting the community is one of her goals. Second, it's because I was inserted in, which I have already told not to, but I was still in there nonetheless. Because as you may know, I have deceased from this theater, and I have even asked for my removal. I have tendered my resignation. Everything has gone well. Apart from the many things that happened last year. So what has Alia done? My VT Canva project. A project that is designed to connect everyone together, giving everyone a chance to be in a big family photo. Just like what my VT has offered 2 years ago. And that picture has not been updated since. And I have been yearning for the time of me being on that picture. I was never gotten the chance to be in there. The moment I begin until I resign. But that's alright. Because some deserve more recognition than I do. So here is a chance presented to everyone to be part of the group photo, a community. Instead of just the VTubers, it's a community together. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts. The project went well, extremely well. It gathered so many people cooperating. I've seen the picture and I saw how it was arranged neatly. I recognized the Tadano family being on top of the group picture, which is very nice, and seeing them, still together as a family. And you can spot Sigi on the sides, and a lot of people conquering the sides because they thought, why not, right? Being on the side. And then it came the moment where at night or in the morning, where everyone's asleep, things happen. A person who so wanted to be part of the community but was rejected by the community because of what he had done in the past. And I believe everybody knows who we're talking about. And so I don't have to mention about the person. And I am aware that it is lagging. I can't do anything about it. I apologize for it. This is as much as I can do right now. Lower the bitrate. You're telling me to do all these things. The things that I am in no knowledge of trying to do. I can try. 100%. I'm not sure if it will benefit me though. Let's see how it goes. Somewhat lowered. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully it's good. Why it wasn't made private? Because I want everyone to know what I'm trying to send. This is a message for the community to realize how much this becomes a problem. Well, I've tried dropping the stuff. Hopefully it works. Probably it don't. Who knows, right? It's just some things that happen. Back to the story. So, we've outcast the person because the person has done very bad things in the past. Which, we all understand. As humans, we don't want to tarnish ourselves with bad behaviors and things, right? Yeah, we don't want to tarnish our own, reputation and things. But at the same time, the person that we were talking about, well, it's the same person. But are they really? Are they still holding the name that they have been holding from the past? How are you certain that he is not trying to change? How do you know that the person is not trying to, repent? How do you know? I don't know as well. But we can judge through their efforts. Well, from the things that I have collected, I'm sure you guys would say, oh, he has done so many bad things. Even now, trying to force people, all that. Yes, I see it. I see. And I know how much people would love to, avoid this person. And because of we trying to avoid the person, the people that hates him starts to get into our community and, well, basically corrupts us as well. Which is another bad thing. And how did this happen? Because we are outcasting someone. I can't hear you because of buffering. Of course you can hear me because I'm buffering. I can't do anything. What the hell am I supposed to do, huh? I would wish that someone would come to my place and set up my things like right now. Cause that might be the better thing to do, isn't it? Because I can't do anything. All I can do right now is to sit down and talk. If I think we can try that alternative. When you're doing something, sometimes you need to change your methods. You need to put aside your ego. There you go. And I will turn off this. And let's see how well it works. If it is much better, then I can see it through the chat. I am very, very, very aware to look at the chat just to make sure that things are going well, which it don't go well, but we are trying our best, isn't it? Isn't trying the thing that we do, the thing that we want, things that we work for. There it is. It's probably better, isn't it? Or is it not better? It's a PNG of myself. Let's see how it plays out. Is this bad for streamer? Yes, it is. Very bad. Very, very bad. Why did I do this? It's urgency. Why do I still insist on doing this? It's urgency. Seems like the stream status has gone green and yellow and green and yellow back to back. Is there anything else that I should do? See, the thing is, when we're receiving feedbacks, there's this term called ego that we're fighting with. And even still now, still refusing to, acknowledge it. And that is something that we all have. To continue on, this person that we outcast attracted people that despised him so much so, seeps into our community and took advantage of us. Shocker, isn't it? Why would someone take advantage on us to gain, to gain traction for themselves, to achieve their goals? You wonder why? Because that's how humans work. Because of us outcasting someone, the person that don't like him treated us as friends, treated the community as an ally, and through our community, they start to spread more hate, more deceitful things, more bad things about this certain person. You will forget any good thing that that person has done for you. You will forget it. I can feel the judgment. I'll be lying if I don't. But here's the thing. When we don't accept them because of their past bad behaviors and such, and they're trying to change, and we don't support them, does that not sound familiar as an Asian? Ah yes, our parents, isn't it? We want to be something, but they forbade us to. And then day by day, we kept on telling ourselves, I shall be better than, well, anyone. Practically anyone. Are you? Are we? Am I? I'm giving this advice. Am I better? No, not necessarily. I too am bad. You know? So, what happened then? What happened next? In the morning, and nobody is awake. Only some of us are awake. Saw the dreaded pictures that was added in that project. It didn't take 24 hours. It did not took 24 hours. It's just a few clicks of a button and there you go. The person that we do not accept in the community has since launched an apology letter. People, the person that we outcast launched an apology letter, thread, or tweet longer, I guess that's how you call it. I've never tried tweet longer. I would just post long threads, but this guy's an apology letter. For who? Why is he making an apology letter? He didn't cause the damage. Well, directly, He don't cause the damage. I mean, he's the reason why people hate him, right? Nobody has the right to ruin someone else's life. No one has. No matter how evil the person is, you have no right to condemn that person. Unless you had authority, then you are free to do so. What we are witnessing today is someone without an authority trying to be an authority and did something so bad. It's speechless. It made people speechless. So do I. I cannot stand this. Not anymore. And so before he said anything, I have no idea what kind of resolution you guys are talking about. I'll try. I'll definitely try. Let me just look at it for a bit. Miss Canvas, audio stream, output, audio bitrate 160. Ooh. 128 probably. Video bitrate, what's the lowest for YouTube? Let's do some search on that, shall we? Video bitrate, because ranting alone isn't really nice, isn't it? So let me see. Okay. Yeah. All right, I've lowered it down. Hopefully, it's better. Hopefully. I have no idea where this thing goes. Oh wow, what in the world of what's going on here? So what are we supposed to talk about again? If you don't want to accept the person, it's alright. But to a point that someone infiltrates and causes damage, that is not okay. Another thing, the cause is not because of the person that we have outcasted. No, he is not the cause. He's not the, what do you call that? That cause of what happened today. What he has done was his cause is what he has done for quite some time. That's why we don't want him in. Right? True. That is true. What am I trying to say, you might ask? What am I trying to say? I'm not saying that we can accept the person. No. It's too late for that. If you're telling me, oh, we should move on from this, thing. Yeah, true. We should move on. That is correct. We should move on from what's happening. But we need to know. But some of you wouldn't want to move on. Some of you would say, hey, we need to find this guy. We need to try get something from this guy. Who knows, right? Who knows? Whatever you guys want to do. Like I said, we don't have the authority to do anything. And we don't even know who that person is. That's the neat part, isn't it? We don't even know who the person is. The person who caused this madness. We don't even know who that person is. And I don't even know if the chat is following what I'm talking right now. All I know, the video might be slower than what I'm talking right now. Yeah? Let me be straight to you. I have talked to that person. Personally. I've sat down and I've talked to the person that the community has outcasted. I did. Yes, I did. I did. Because most of you are tired of seeing him begging for things and all that. And not answering what he's trying to ask and all of these things and stuff. You're just tired. And I understand. I understand so much. But what good has it done to you when you just leave him behind? You're leaving someone hanging. That's what happens. And when you leave someone hanging, you have accidentally prompted the person to keep on pushing and trying to do something to gain your attention. That's what happened. In my case, when he DM'd me, I talked to him for a bit. And if there's anything that is not aligned to my interests, I'd say, let's stop here. Let's do something else. You should take a rest. I am not interested. As simple as that. They're still pestering. You need a rest. That's all. What happened today is me approaching him and asking him, how are you today? That's my first question. Good morning. How are you today? Why am I treating someone that we all hate and despise? Why am I treating him so well? I'm gonna put a bit of religion here. So, yeah. Jesus doesn't help the rich and healthy. Instead, he helps the sick and poor. And that's the metaphor that I'm using right now. I do not need to help people that know what they're doing. I need to help someone that is in distress, that really needed help. Someone that is affected by whatever this thing is, right? So I went, investigate. I've done my research prior to, before, approaching someone. You should be careful with these kinds of people. When they do research on you, you know something is up. Me and him, we both have the same trait. We did our research beforehand. He knows how I work. I know how he works. The only difference that I know more than what he does. He knows less. Because I quitted early. That's the only reason why I know him more. And someone know him more. I kind of knew him like even way before. So there is something, isn't it? There is an information that you might think, oh, this guy's a traitor. Am I? Now think of it this way. If he had not done anything, we wouldn't despise him, true? If we don't know what he has done, we wouldn't despise this person. We wouldn't outcast him. We wouldn't bat an eye on him. We would be just friends. I'm not sure which part of life we are right now. So if you're here, just put yes in the chat so that I know how far we've gone through. Yeah, that's all. Concurrent viewers had, plop the moment I talk about, these things. So we know a few disagree of what I'm saying. How bad is the internet? Very bad. Very, very bad. Can't even stream properly. And I doubt that this will reach a lot of people, so I'm going to make it fast, right? Well, not fast, just an hour. It's just an hour. It's just an hour session. Did we find the person? No. Can't find the person. You have the ability to find the person? Yes. Some of us can track the person down. Can I do it? Maybe yes, maybe no. Who knows? Maybe you believe I can do it. Maybe you don't believe I can do it. It's up to you. Even so, I can track the person. I am not going to tell the authority. You know why? Because that has breached cybersecurity. For example, I found the person. I can't tell the authorities about it. Because the methods that I'm using to find that person is breaching the cybersecurity, well, rules, laws, all those things. It's very complicated. The only way you can prove the person is what is that the person publicly announces themselves. That's how you find this person. That is the most legal way, and not getting you yourself behind bars. Lawyer-wise, though. Lawyer-wise, the lawyers can't really do much anyways. I've become from a seasoned VTuber to someone who has resigned, came back, and became controversial. What a good spike, isn't it? And I don't mind people hating me. I don't mind at all. You can hate all you want. But what I'm saying is something that we call it the truth. And that is what happens now. What happens on what we're doing. It's very bad. Very, very bad. Can't say much for myself. I have not done good either. Nothing has done well. Nothing has gone well. Ooh. Big goof. What happens now with the project? The project still goes on, but with restrictions because of this situation. Have you ever realized how much trust she puts on all of us? The amount of trust that she puts in us is so high she allowed us to edit. She allowed us to be an editor, to add in, well, our characters and stuff. That's how much trust she has on us. What we have done is betraying that trust. At this point, there is no way she is opening anything ever again. And you might say, oh, this is just that person's fault. No, it's all of us, including me, because now I'm part of it. Those that feel like, oh, I'm not part of the community, I don't know what my VTuber is. I'm just a Malaysian VTuber. I don't know what my VTuber is, what my VTuber community is. I am just passing through VTubers, all those things. Maybe you're right. But once you put your PNG in there, you're not safe, my boy, my girl. Ladies and gentlemen, just remember, whatever you're doing, make sure that it does not affect whatever's gonna happen in the future. Things that are bad, of course. Things that are good, you're welcome to do so. Things that are bad, the most that they could do is to offer an apology. Now, speaking of apology, I read his apology, and all he does is apologize on behalf of the person, of course, because he started it, because he is the main source of what happened. If he had not done what he has done in the past, this would not have happened. True. When he put out that apology letter, I have this feeling of that he's trying his best to be part of the community. He's trying. Probably his efforts are not really the way that we would perceive, but he's trying. I can see that. I saw him everywhere in the event registration. And so many event registrations where he got excluded, to a point that he DM'd me and asked me that, hey, he's getting excluded. Can you help tell? And I said, no, absolutely not. I have no influence whatsoever. Which is true. I have no influence whatsoever. I had ties, but I have no influence. I had connections. No influence at all. Being part of my VT doesn't mean that you have influence. And what did I tell him? This is what I told him. 1. You need to accept that the community here does not need him. This community despises him a lot. No. It's a straight no. No matter what he does, whatever he's trying to do, he's going to try to go to events, trying to sell stuff, he's trying to make friends. No. Ain't nobody in this community wants to be with his friends. Nuh-uh, no. And that's true. Some of us might, but most of it, majority, nah. After hearing the stories of what he has done, all that, we got succumb into that story and like, oh, he is really a bad person, which he is a bad person. True. Him last time. What makes you think you're good? You're better than yourself last time. We all learn from our mistakes, don't we? Why are we not perceived as a bad person? What if I tell you that I'm a robber, for example? What if I tell you that 3 years ago I am a robber? I rob, let's say jewelry stores. Let's say I rob jewelry stores. Will you still be my friend? No. You won't, because you know my backstory. You would despise me. You would say, no, I don't want to be friends with thieves. Right? I wouldn't too. Who wants to be friends with thieves anyways? Right? Who wants to? But some of us, most of us, we know how to keep ourselves clean. We don't tell our backstories. No matter what we did, we might have maybe someone might have committed murder. We don't even know because they're silent about it. And that's making them laughing right now in the community. They'll be like, ha ha ha, this guy has been exposing himself in the past. Everybody hates him. He's not even part of the community while we're just in here roaming while we have just murdered some few people. Things like that happen. It does happen. And it's sad to see that happening. Still, I'm not telling you to, hey, you should accept it. You don't want to accept him? Don't accept him. Told him already. I even told him, hey, you want to build a community? Build an overseas community. Don't build a community in here. Because everybody here hates you. So, better build a community somewhere else. Some place where people may appreciate you. Yeah? Right? I can tell that the video is very, 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 very slow compared to now. So I'm gonna stop here. Let me see how far that goes. That's like 15 minutes. We're like 15 minutes. Damn, boy. We're like 15 minutes. So I'm gonna shut right here. I'm just saying, this situation is unacceptable. Very, very unacceptable. I do not want to see this again. Because if I see this again, I can report. If this happens frequently, I can report this. And it will not happen frequently, mind you. Because someone may be listening to what I'm talking about. They may be listening to what I'm talking about. And they do not... Let's see. Gotcha. And they do not... Silence is the best weapon. True, true. I'm not keeping my silence, bruh. Not a chance. Not when I promise that I'm going to protect the person that I'm going to protect and the community someone's building up for and rooting for it. Do not let this community go down in flames. Do I have the right to say that? No, I don't have the right to say that. But take it to heart. I'm not asking this sincerely. I'm guilt tripping you guys. I'm guilt tripping you guys. I'm telling you guys to keep this community proper before something else happen and we're all divided and suddenly whatever she's been doing, whatever Alia has been doing, whatever the other MyVT supporter has been doing, it's all for nothing. Let's not reach that point, can we? Please. I am not even afraid to admit that I have been doing so many wrongs as well. I think everybody knows. Everybody knows. This is what I have done and something that I have not learned from ever since. And that is to react before thinking. That is a very dangerous thing to do, ladies and gentlemen. React before thinking. Do you want to know who suddenly tweeted that tweet? Unacceptable. That was me. Because I believe she would say the same thing as well. And from there, from all the comments below the tweet, it has come to my attention that some of us still cared for her. And I wanted to say thank you. It shows that in the many people in the community, majority are still the best. You're doing a great job. Admins are probably watching this video thinking, actually talking about. One point they say we're egoistical maniac. The other point he say we're good. What is he trying to talk about? He's confusing. Aren't we humans confusing enough? Aren't we confusing? Humans. We change. That's how this thing changed. That's how the video goes. It went from bad stream to telling people why the community is so bad. And then we evolved to how the community still had values. That's how humans evolve. We do bad things, we learn from it, we do it again, we learn from it, we do it again, we learn from it, and we don't do it again. Why did we not do it again? It's change. Change, my people, change. Maybe you can't change now. You cannot force change. But what you can do is to think and to make sure that you're making everybody's day as happy as you can. For example, you may rant as much as you want in, I don't know, any group. Right? You can rant as much as you want. Consider the people's feelings. There is this function in WhatsApp called messaging yourself. You can rant to yourself. I rant to myself. Why? No friends? No. I got a community. Then why? Because some rants are not suitable to be in public. And most rants, they affect people. And that's what happens. That's what happens today. I'm thankful that the situation has been resolved. I've done this video a little bit too late, actually, honestly. I've done this stream a little bit too late. But no matter. My point has been delivered. You may like it, you may not like it. I've said what I've said. You can block me all over you want. I've had what I say. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you. The more you hate the person, the more you fall down. The more you're digging your grave. So avoid hating someone. Try to understand their shortcomings. Let's see, today's Monday, isn't it? Uh, today's Monday, right? Let's see, these things are very, very, very heavy, you know? These things are very heavy. So... I'm just telling you guys. I'm about to go full religion mode. Okay, oh, this is interesting. So this is the reading for today. Let me just read it, alright? This is very, very Christian of me to do this. This is very Christian of me to do this. You are the one, you are encouraged to listen to it, but maybe if you don't want to listen to it, it's alright. It's fine. I'll still read it anyways. So this is the reading from Genesis chapter from verse 1 to 19. Genesis. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. Now the earth was a formless void. There was darkness over the deep, with a divine wind sweeping over the waters. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that light was good, and God divided light from darkness. God called light day, and the darkness he called night. Evening came and morning came, the first day. God said, "Let there be a vault through the middle of the waters, to divide the waters in two," and so it was. God made the vault, and it divided the waters under the vault from the waters above the vault. God called the vault heaven. Evening came, morning came, the second day. God said, "Let the waters of the heaven come together into a single mass, and let dry land appear," and so it was. God called the dry land earth, and the mass of water seas, and God saw that it was good. God said, "Let the earth produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants, and fruit trees on earth, bearing fruit with their seed inside, each corresponding to its own species," and so it was. The earth produced vegetation, the various kinds of seed-bearing plants, and the fruit trees with seed inside, each corresponding to its own species. God saw that it was good. Evening came and morning came, the third day. God said, "Let there be lights in the vault of heaven to divide day from night, and let them indicate festivals, days, and years. Let them be lights in the vault of heaven to shine on the earth," and so it was. God made the two great lights, the greater light to govern the day, and the smaller light to govern the night, the stars. God set them in the vault of heaven to shine on the earth, to govern the day and the night, and to divide light from darkness. God saw that it was good. Evening came and morning came, the fourth day. The reading of Genesis. What does the reading tells us? Now this is an analysis. This is an analysis that I have done when I was reading the reading. When God said, "Let there be light," and there is light, that represents the good that we have done. And God divided light from darkness. When he divided light from darkness, now achieve good and bad. And then on the very end of the reading, it says, "Greater light to govern the day, smaller light to govern the night." So there is so many good in you. Like if okay, sorry, but okay, it's like this. Right? So there's this person. So there is this one person who had so many good. His reputation was good. Everything was good, and people see him as wow, so good. And then there's another person who is very bad, all bad. We think all is bad and stuff, but God saw a smaller light in that darkness. And that is when you realize that everyone is born with, well, as a baby, you don't know what's right, you don't know what's good. The values are taught, and that's how you know if you are correct or wrong. No matter how evil you think you are, there will always be good in you. I'm saying that this is true. You may be committing murder, but you still help your mom in the kitchen when you were a little boy. That's the good. That's the compassion. Do not forget that. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone has their traits. And I'm starting to jumble up, so we're gonna end it here. Thank you very much for coming and listening to my big ass rant. Haha. I hope everybody know what they're going to do. Settle this down and make sure that in the end of the day, we are all doing our best, doing our whatever we're trying to do. Just do your best in life. If they despise you, find another opportunity. Don't stick to it. Find another opportunity. Do something else that will help you more. Don't need to change yourself. You just need to improve yourself. Right? Change doesn't come fast. Improvements come daily. Thank you very much. God bless you all. And God bless the persons. Everyone. God bless everyone. Thank you. And I apologize if I've said anything wrong. Because that's the most I can do. Because in these kind of speeches, it's very, very hard to find which one's right or wrong. Because it's an opinion speech. Thank you.